Hey, it's Black117 here, and today, I guess it's been a while since I recorded, but I'm here to announce that I am going to be partaking in a new draft league format. Well, I'm kind of excited about this one because it's like a mini doubles like format, so oriented. So like, and I get to put face a bunch of people I've known in the community before, so it's gonna be excited to do this. So yeah. So far, I'll just get it right into the rules here. So it is a custom 66 duel battles. Um, and this is very so like basically speaking, I guess it's doubles OU theory. You just given how like certain teams drafted certain Pokemon. I myself concluded so. Um, and I think there's some major pointers here. Like all like mythical Pokemon are banned in this, and also legendary. So Dialga or Shiram, Mew, Jirachi. So there's no Follow Me, Jirachi, or like Mew. We do allow the the lesser legendaries or even the ultras like CQ and Celestia. Can't, and I think the important one is that we do allow multiple megas. If you draft like it doesn't say it clearly, but here like if you draft a mega for a certain Pokemon, for like if you draft the base form, let's say I draft a Sceptile, that means I have Mega Sceptile now. I have the option of both regular Sceptile and Mega Sceptile. I hope that's how it exactly works. So though I think when it comes to playoffs, I have to use the same Mega. I can't change between teams. So and as you can read, like it as you mentioned here, it says all best of three matches. That's referring for the like um playoffs as well. Sea crystals, I don't know. We haven't decided about that. So, but it might be just random. So, but it will just be like one per match, as we say. We did draft 10 Pokemon, and the rest here is kind of like simplistic. So, like randomized snake style draft and all that stuff. And we do have free agency is like um we do have there's only gonna be like the interesting part of this draft series we're gonna do is like it's gonna be like a bi-monthly thing. So there's gonna be two matches per month per month. So and in that period, like 1 week, I have to like draft like let's say like just I cannot draft like how to say it. I can no, it's potentially in like and like throughout my schedule, I can get like up to three changes, but I can't change. I can only change one Pokemon per like 2 weeks. You get me? Have the opportunity to change it. So and we last thing that's very important is that like there isn't like sort of like a play. Like everyone gets into playoffs no matter what. So but the first and second seeds from each conference get buys. So pretty much four people get buys. So and I hope that we can get to that. And as I said, like 2 week intervals, and there's gonna be like and the regular season is like 6 weeks or 12 IRL. So it's gonna be like this is gonna be very. I think this will last up to like excuse me like October or like November. This has the potential to last up to that time. So like we'll get onto the team analysis, because I guess that's what everyone wants to see. So basically, for this draft, It's my first time diving into, I guess, like a wider doubles format. I haven't really considered like playing doubles OU or battle spot doubles, even though they're not the same format, but it's just it has mostly everything. Well, doubles OU has literally has everything, but just restrictions. But and while doubles OU keeps out all the event moves and mythical Pokemon, all that stuff. So you know, like follow me, Jirachi, and all that, and Mew. So but that's not what we're talking about. So we're talking about our draft. For this draft, like I didn't really go into this going like I didn't go into this having a plan except for like maybe a couple Pokemon I had in mind. But the first Pokemon I was leaning towards like drafting a Mega or a regular Pokemon slash Mega off the bat because I felt that as you see, like I felt that as um I felt that with the presence of a bunch of fairies and the Tapus, I just felt Metagross and Mega Metagross were solid picks because I have a bit. It's a pseudo legendary with base like 600 stats on the across the board with a very good ability with clear body and has like elemental punch, well ice punch and thunder punch. I can't say fire punch, and it has a good bunch of utility for it. It's a very hard like heating Pokemon that can't be intimidated. And when you get to Mega Metagross, thing about Metagross is that just look at it. This is probably the reasons why I drafted Metagross. Like almost every like bar HP, every one of its stats is 105 or greater. So even its special attack is like amazing. So it's good on most Pokemon. It's above average, I guess you could say. And with the ability Tough Claws, I can just boost like say Thunder Punch, Thunder Punch, or like Big Bullet Punch, Double Edge, or and like all my physical contact moves, basically even Grass Knot. So Metagross and also base 110 speed. Like the one thing I like about Metagross is that unlike the previous year, like maybe like previous generation, this generation, Metagross got a massive buff. Well, I guess you could say a very big buff in the sense that it no longer has to rely on its speed. It always gets it gets the immediate 110 speed when it mega evolves. So that's already huge. So while you could say like something like so now I could potentially outspeed say a base 180 Pokemon like Tracheon or whatever, even though Tracheon's on my team. Spoilers. That's not spoilers. Everyone sees that. So like the thing is, Metagross you can EV it to live almost anything you want, basically, and it has potential to just do whatever I need to do. Like if I need like a heavy hitting Pokemon. So but I'm not kind of discounting like regular Metagross as well, but since regular Metagross still has clear body, which at least its attack can't get reduced. So it's not as strong as Mega Metagross, but because of the tough claws and the speed, the bulk, but I think it's still suitable. And it's probably like one of the reasons why I wanted to get like a really strong like mega off the bat or a double mega option. That's another thing. So and you'll see it like in the other my next Pokemon. So next Pokemon, well, I I would like I noticed that like someone got Thunderous, so I was like, and I was kind of like, oh, so I was like, all right, so Thunderous got down, so went down. So what else is on the board? So like there were still a bunch of strong electric type Pokemon, but in my history I just don't like like it's usually between either Thundurus or Zapdos that I'm like that's my preference. Like I don't like Thundurus T because I just feel it's like it's kind of frail. Even though it'd be a strong nuke, but it's just I just felt that Zapdos was like the better overall electric type because it is extremely bulky. It is bulky as hell. I remember I made it bulky, and when I used it, both in singles and in doubles, like it has everything you need from like Staff Thunder, electric moves. You have like ancient power, detect. You can deflect, roost. Very important roost since I can get recovery. Um, Whirlwind. That's interesting. Like the thing about Zapdos is that even though it doesn't have its base 90, 85, and 90 special defense, it's good enough to like you can EV it around just to ensure that it can take hits, just like Metagross. So it's gonna stick around for the long term. And I really want Zapdos just to like be that. I gotta say, have like a multiple. Like that's the thing about for my drafts. I just want Pokemon that like that can provide a multiple amount of roles for this team. And Zapdos to me can also provide could be like anything from like a bulky attacker to like a let's say a special attacker. Well, it is a special attacker too, like a defensive pivot to like even setup like because it has baton pass, so I could even set up one of my mons. But then again, I don't know if how viable setup in this format. So speak, I do have access to Tailwind and Thunder Wave as speed control options, but we'll see how that goes. And overall, I think Zapdos is just a nice pickup since it's bulky, it's not gonna die. It's surely not gonna. I know people are gonna try to take it down with just a couple hits, but I think with thanks to those like thanks with this team, I think we can like with this team we can like make it work. So our next Pokemon, I think this was probably a steal because just getting this Pokemon alone was just like, oh god. Like, remember when I said that I wanted to have a good base mega Pokemon at a base for and also base mega. Well, Gengar has a really good mega evolution, so I know like Gengar has gotten nerfed with Cursed Body, even though I have a feeling this is gonna help me out one of my matches, but still, um, like yeah, that's the thing. Gengar, like Metagross, is a huge like offensive presence with thanks to its like base 130 special attack. As I can use a plethora of like moves like maybe like Sludge Bomb, Shadow Ball, like Thunderbolt, and it's not even limited to that. It's like I can use a bunch of utility options like Disable, Phase, like Foul Play, Perish Song, or I think it even has Counter. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, so it is, and not to mention Gengar has also like utility options like Icy Wind and like Wisp, Will-O-Wisp. So it's just can it is like a care package in one. So even has Trick Room. That's kind of interesting. So like Gengar is just using regular Gengar is gonna be annoying. Yes, I kind of don't like the idea that it doesn't have like Levitate anymore, but at the very least, Gengar can just mess around with my opponent to the point where it can just literally do whatever the hell it wants. So, it is extremely strong. Like, I would say like it's probably my it could be a huge surprise factor. In terms of Mega Gengar, like I think the biggest like takeaway is just Shadow Tag, just trapping a Pokemon in and just having like good matchups, trying to knock out I try for me Mega Gengar would be huge, just being able to trap certain Pokemon and just have my partner Pokemon just knock out a certain mon is just amazing. So, and remember, it has 170 special attack, and that thing when you pair it with that thing's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt something. It's gonna chunk something, and I don't see this thing I don't see Mega Gengar not being a problem or being an issue. So, if any of my like any of my opponents, they're gonna have to prepare for it. It's just by far I'd say I don't know about in terms of megas. I think Mega Gengar is probably one of the better megas. It didn't get much this generation, aside the slight speed boost, but I guess its versatility is what it just makes it good enough. So yeah, that's all I have to say about Mega Gengar. Our next Pokemon is really a Pokemon that I just saw and I was just like, well, I was just this is gonna be a common pattern. In this draft, I just looked at what it's strong for my team and just try to figure out good synergy. So here I decided, well, since I'm a little bit dark weak, I decided to have a Pokemon that everyone's probably just oh, it's Terrakion. I don't want to face Terrakion, so that's what they'll probably say or whatever. I don't know. So, as we all know, Terrakion is the part of the quartet of the Source of Justice or whatever, and well, probably the better of the four Pokemon. So, and it is incredibly offensive when you have moves like Close Combat, Stone Edge, Rock Slide, best move in the game, by the way. Like Sacred Sword, just to bypass defenses. You have, I know it's limited, but it gets the job done. You gotta admit, this Terrakion can get the job done, and it even has some support moves. I remember, Helping Hand is really nice on Terrakion. It gets Calm Mind. Wait. We can just make a Focus Blast. See, it gets Earth Power instead of Earthquake. Put HP Ice right here. Boom. Special Terrakion. That's all I have to say. But yeah, Terrakion with that base 108 speed, it's really nice. It's definitely going to be one of the main offensive threats of this team, as I intended it to be. And it won't be I don't think it'll be a slouch when it comes to that. So our next Pokemon is well, after the first four, I think Metagross, Zapdos, Gengar, and Terrakion, we have Politoed. And Politoed is probably a break to all those legends, pseudo legends. But then when you see Drizzle is oh, you're gonna be that guy. Yeah, I'm that guy, so deal with it. Politoed is an interesting Pokemon as people don't usually use it anymore. Well, it's still used because still has some things. It has some options over Pelipper, like Encore. I think it has Helping Hand and Haze. So, and Haze, I think. So it has some support options it can abuse. Drum. So there's a lot of moves that I can consider on Politoed. It's a very good defensive Pokemon. And setting up the rain for and one of the key things is I wanted to set up rain just to cover for my fire weakness. And I just don't. I don't have to bring Politoed just for the. Oh, I will have to bring Politoed just to maybe for Kingdra or Gyarados, which you'll see. But I just bring it just for resisting fire moves or whatever, or maybe maybe I want to be that guy and just put Perish Song. I don't know. Wink, wink. I don't know. Or maybe I'll use Thief and just steal a berry. I don't know. That'll be funny. That'll be hilarious as hell if that happens. But yeah, or if I just go with Scarf. Like, Politoed, wait, has Belly Drum. That's funny. But yeah, as I'm saying, oh god. Fisher. Oh god. This is gonna be funny. So yeah, Politoed is a very good, like, I mean, Politoed's gonna be like very supportive, or like, I don't know if it's gonna really gonna be like offensive, but if I see the potential of offense Politoed, I'll look into it. But like, it's just like gives me that mode, as you'll see with the other Pokemon. So the reason why I drafted Politoed is because I just wanted to get like this, like, I guess the intermediate draft, or just in the middle, is because I just felt that, oh, there was another guy drafting Rain, and I was like, all right, I gotta get Politoed now, just because I just wanted to have my own mode and just cover for my own fire weakness. So so Politoed just pretty much like interacting on just, well, kind of nuke fire types. Our next Pokemon, well, another fire type. Well, then again, I can't really count it. That's a fire type nuke. Um, is another Pokemon that we have, and probably this team gets scarier by the one moment, but I don't know. So we have ourselves Mamoswine, and Mamoswine is dick as hell. Just like it has dick fat, just to prevent it has like fire and ice moves. So it is stick. And Mamoswine in doubles, it's kind of like, I don't want to say it's underwhelming, but in league format, I could see it could be a menace. And I have not used Mamoswine at all, but it is extremely powerful when you have things like Icicle Crash. When you have like things like Icicle Crash, Icicle Spear, just to block or go through like Focus Dashes. You even have Icy Wind just to like for speed control. That's cool. Um, yeah, Freeze Dry just to hit water types. Ice, well, Ice Shard, you see, for priority. I think we all know about that one. Superpower, Stone Edge, Rock Slide, that's cool. Toxic, for support. It has Charm, Curse, Dig, Fisher. Oh god, we're gonna see a pattern here, guys. Fisher, and Power, or whatever. Natural Gift. I don't think we see that often. Snore. Like, I mean, Terrakion. Well, one of the things about Mamoswine is one of the things that's cool about Mamoswine is that I really like the fact that I can like use Mamoswine with 3 flyers on my team with Zapdos, Gyarados, Landorus, and I could just spam Earthquake, and just to deal massive damage. Like, ground and ice is like amazing coverage as is, and the fact I could just spam Earthquake is amazing. Though I have to be careful about like um let's say I don't how do I say it? Wide guard users, even though maybe I would just put Ground EMZ, maybe Fisher. Let's just push Fisher and then like just deal with it. Have like let's just yeah, you just put Fisher on all of my attacks. Like Fisher Mamoswine, Fisher Politoed. Like, let me see, does Metagross give you Fisher? Fisher, no. Well, it's over. So I don't know about that. So Mamoswine overall is just amazing. Like, it's an amazing I guess you could say steal this late in the draft, and I just felt that it could just hit everything hard. Like, if I have a problem in a grass type or like electric Pokemon, this Mamoswine should be like, hey buddy, I have a word for you. You're gonna see you might see Mamoswine appear in some matches and not. It's gonna be really awesome having him around. Our next Pokemon. Okay, I think everyone's kind of expected this Pokemon to be around when I drafted Terrakion and Gengar together, and it's just yeah. So honestly, I haven't used Whimsicott Gengar or Mega Gengar together for a long time, and even then, I didn't like it using it because I don't want to say it's cheesy, but it's effective, but it's still like eh. I did use Whimsicott in a singles league before, and it did a lot of work. Like when it did the job when it did the job what it needed to do. So um we have access like the thing is with Whimsicott it opens up a lot for my team. I have access to Tailwind, well outside with Zapdos, and now I have Tailwind, I have another taunt user, aside Gengar Tracheon. I have Encore and Leech Seed, Memento, Moonblast, Switcheroo, U-Turn, Beat Up. Oh god, that's gonna be fun. Charm, Endeavor, Fling. Our team, this Whimsicott and Worrisood. So this Whimsicott is incredibly supportive, and it can be offensive as well. So with like a specs, like just put specs on it, it'll hit surprisingly hard as hell. So Whimsicott just gives me so many options for my team to play around. So with just Gengar or just having Gengar, Tracheon, or even anything, and it just opens the door. It just it forces my opponents to think carefully or whatever. So then again, I don't know. So like the only thing I would say is that Whimsicott like is my only grass and fairy type, and I'm just fortunate that I just got it. So like yeah, so and I do feel like Whimsicott for this team fits very well, and it just kind of might be the nucleus of the team itself. So I just hope this might be like Whimsicott can just prove its worth and get like I feel like it's gonna get 5 kills. I don't know. That might be a bold statement. So especially like and not to mention like 116 speed is like enough to outspeed like some of the faster base 110 Pokemon. So and hundreds. So that'd be cool. Our next Pokemon on the list is Kingdra. And we needed a rain mode. At this point, I feel after Kingdra, the last two were kind of filler. So not really much to say about Kingdra. It is a strong rain abuser, but now it has some cool options with its Z moves. Like, well, we all know about like Hydro Pump. Like, thing about Kingdra is that again, it alleviates my fire weakness given its water dragon like typing, and even then with the rain, it's not gonna take a. It's gonna eat up every fire hit. So I have like Hydro Pump, Draco Meteor, Ice Beam, and then like what like Clear Smog, just to remove stats, and then disable. Oh, that's gonna be fun. Um, hell, hell, I can like bring. Well, I don't know. No, I won't say it. But Kingdra has a lot of Z move potential as well. So I could just use whatever I want with it. Really. There's some really supportive moves here, like Icy Wind, like Smoke Screen, just to. No, it's not both targets. Um, it's like Twister. Hmm. Maybe if I paralyze people, then like I can play around with those odds. Oh, Muddy Water. Oh, we're gonna do the whole Tapu Fini thing all over again. So getting all those special accuracy drops, that'll be fun. Focus energy. Oh, maybe I could just bring Crit for Brind, Tracked. Oh, I could be that guy. So yeah, like Kingdra is not really the. I don't think Kingdra is as I guess you could say it's our definitive water type. Also Dragon. Kind of cheeses line to say there, but like, but it is. Make no mistake, it is. It's not gonna be like a very. It's not like a Pokemon Slotch on. So it has like 95 and 95 across the board. 85 speed, but then with Swim, it's one of my fastest Pokemon, if not the fastest Pokemon in Rain. So Kingdra and Polito will be a good mode to like use. Maybe I'm not even bring them together, but they're definitely strong Pokemon just to make use of. So yeah. The last two Pokemon I would say aren't as I don't want to say strong, but who am I kidding? It's a Gyarados and Landorus. So last Pokemon on the list, I wanted to draft the Fire type, but all the Fire types that I wanted were gone. I won't say who sniped me over Fire type, but it's kind of like I won't say it. But then I'll blame myself for not picking it. So yeah. But then again, Flint Gyarados can learn Fire Blast. So we're all good. Everything's good in the world. So yeah. Um yeah, like Gyarados. The thing about Gyarados is that one, I don't know why no one drafted it this late in the draft, but then again, I guess that's how it goes sometimes. But I like Gyarados because, well, aside it was like the only good Intimidator left. Like it has a variety of roles I can use, whether I want to use its Mega Evolution, whether I want to go with like Dragon Dance with like maybe Waterium or Flying MZ, or maybe I just go all support, like, or maybe even Specs Gyarados with Fire Blast. Like, let's see, what do you got? Fire Blast. Wait, Hurricane. Oh my god. I guess it was meant to be. Alright, so we're just gonna say that Hurricane is everything that what Gyarados has to do. Fly MZ Hurricane, guys. So yeah. I mean, Gyarados is still like the thing is that Gyarados is base stats that you could just kind of like play around with it, just like EV it to whatever, customize it to how I feel, whether I want it like a very bulky attacker, a fast offensive threat, or a utility mon, really in general. Gyarados has, not to mention, Gyarados has one of the most extensive move pools in like Pokemon in general. Like I wouldn't, he even gets Sprite. Wait, is that from Gen 4? That's really weird. So yeah, and also Taunt, so that's cool. Like overall, I think Gyarados is just gonna be like a very strong Pokemon. Just gives us another strong Pokemon. The last Pokemon we got on our list, and I think it's a good steal, is Landorus Eye. Landorus Eye is what I would say either going to be the best pick I've made or the worst. Well, I don't know how that's going to be, so because it's the last pick, so no one wanted it. So Landorus Eye has a very extensive. Well, not that I'm trying to like pop out a Landorus T, but Landorus Eye has 125 attack, 115 special attack with 101 speed. So I'm already having a boost. As fast as my draft is, Landorus is already like troll speeding as it now. But what I really like about Landorus Eye is the fact it has Sheer Force. And its Sheer Force Earth Power is gonna hurt something hard. I don't care what it is, but it's gonna hurt. And then not to mention it has stuff to boost its thing like Focus Blast, Psychic, I believe Rock Slide. Like anything that has like any secondary effects. It's gonna be cool just to use Landorus like with this moveset. And it has and it's like it could be mixed as well. Like it has the potential to be hit whatever the hell it wants to hit and just hit it hard as fuck. So I don't think Landorus is gonna be like a slouch in my team either. Especially if it's also flying as well. It's like I can use like Earthquake and have Landorus just go with Earth Power. Oh wow, like that's kind of fun. So there's not really much to say about Landorus aside being Sure Force. I don't know, Sandforce, that'd be fun. To abuse that one day, but I don't know. So yeah, that's my team. I would say, honestly, if I had to say this myself personally, I think going into this league, like pre-draft, I think we're probably like in the top three, top teams first post-draft, or top five, top three. I don't know. It's just that like I think there's some I haven't looked at the schedule yet, but like I feel that our team is just strong enough to like it's just like we have many ways to hit like our opponents, and it's just gonna depend on how we utilize our modes, our team partners, and all that stuff. I don't know if I'll make any changes. I'll consider trades, but it clearly has to benefit me. So, um, but overall, I think this draft, like our draft, is probably like one of the best drafts. This is probably one of the best drafts I've gotten in a while. So hopefully we are able to take it all the way to the finals or championship and take one. The only thing I will say about this draft, well, I won't say anything. You guys figured out the weaknesses, so because that's the whole point of this video. You guys gotta dissect everything. Just figure out what I just said. So, I mean, like if anything, I like the idea that I could have three megas in Mega Metagross, Mega Gengar, and Mega Gyarados all in one team. So I just have like probably like 13 extra Pokemon members, and however I feel like which one suits a certain matchup better, I could just use that one. So I think out of all the Pokemon, I think the biggest surprise Pokemon that fell to me was definitely the last two, Gyarados and the Landorus. Maybe the Mamoswine. Like, and remember the Mamoswine? I think Terrakion. I think it was just like reasonable that it fell that low. But I think Terrakion kind of when its time was there. I would say that there were some Pokemon that I wanted to get was Infernape. I thought about Arcanine, but I just didn't like having another dog. We had a bull. We have a bulldog right now in Terrakion. So yeah. So yeah, I don't know about drafting an Arcanine. Also, what is it? Like the grass types. I think grass types were fine. Fairy types were fine. I would say our draft is it's really good. It's good. So hopefully, like I'm gonna probably I hope I will do these as have these videos as constant to you guys as possible. And we're gonna have our week one battle very soon, like within this week or next week. I'm also gonna be doing another draft analysis for our for another upcoming singles league that we're getting. This one's gonna be like weekly, so um, so that one you all can be excited about. So hope you guys like this video. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time for the battle. So see ya.